Good morning and welcome to Mornings with Luann and Tim. Hump Day, Wellness Wednesday, we like to call it here.
And KC Security Day.
Yes, always, because they sponsor the show for us, so we really appreciate that. They're so awesome.
It's going to be nice again.
Yes.
Not as hot as yesterday.
Thank goodness.
Stop it!
I know, but gee whiz.
Luann, it was gorgeous.
I can't.
Come over to the house.
I can do humidity. I can do heat. I cannot do humidity. I got out of the shower last night and I was thinking to myself, sitting on my bed, reading my iPad, sweating. I've just got out of the shower and I'm sweating. It's like, what? Really?
Menopause.
No, menopause is over. Ish.
Oh, ish.
Yeah, ish. Kind of.
How long does that stuff linger?
Oh, God, it was 12 years for me.
Oh, I can't even.
And it's still kind of, sort of.
Don't you just want to have all your hormones ripped out? What?
Yeah. So, while I was having that shower last night, I was thinking about...
Oh, I don't want to
know. When we talked about
it wasn't me,
whether or not you have to wash your legs.
Right, we were talking about
shower.
that. Yes,
remember?
We were talking about that.
A few weeks ago, we were talking about, you don't have to wash your legs because the soap just goes down, right? I was thinking, what about toe jam, right?
Well,
what about toe jam?
Wait, people are having breakfast again. They're having real jam.
The soap goes down your legs, but then you gotta dig the toe jam out from between your toes.
That's not your legs.
Oh, so you don't wash your legs, but you wash your feet. See, I don't know the rules, apparently, at my age. I don't know how to take a shower.
I figure as long as you're bent over to wash your toes, you might as well wash your calves while you're at it.
I'm thinking wash your legs.
Calves.
Legs. Thighs. All of it.
You gotta wash your thighs.
Well, right?
I don't know. I wash everything. Twice.
I bet you do. Pink and Jessica Mulroney and Elton John and Ellen DeGeneres are all clapping back at people who are criticizing Harry and Meghan. Because apparently they went on a holiday, Harry and Meghan, and they took little Archie with them. And they went to one of the homes that Elton John owns.
Yeah.
Which is $1 billion. Yeah. And he paid for them to have a private plane. So some people
did?
Yes. So some people were calling Harry and Meghan a hypocrite because, how much money does it cost in fuel and how much air is it polluting? Well, apparently Elton went on Twitter and said, okay, you all know how close I was to Diana. I'm very protective of Harry. I gave him the plane, but it was carbon free.
Okay.
So
it's a special plane.
It's a special plane. He said, so you know what? It's easier for him to get around with the baby and his new wife and just back off. And Pink apparently was saying the same thing. And Jessica Mulroney, who's Meghan's best friend. You know Ben Mulroney, the former prime minister, their daughter's sister.
Their daughter's, whose daughter?
Brian Mulroney's daughter.
Brian Mulroney's daughter.
And Ben's sister.
Ben Mulroney's sister.
Yes.
Isn't Ben Mulroney the guy that used to be with Tanya Kim?
Yes.
On whatever that was? Okay. Is he still on?
Yes, he's still on.
I never see him.
No?
Oh, I don't really watch anything other than us. Why bother?
Why bother?
We have all the news that's fit to print.
Especially the carbon planes.
We have all the news that's fit to talk about. Like World Senior Citizens Day.
Awesome! Happy World Senior Citizens Day.
Happy Seniors. That's like 2/3 of our population in Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah.
55 plus.
I'm included.
What do you call a senior? Do you say 55 and over? What do you consider to be senior?
If I get a discount, it's 55 and over. Otherwise, no, I'm not a senior.
Are there...
I think it's 55.
It is now.
Yeah, I think so.
That means I'm one too.
We don't get old age or CPP or whatever
until we're 60. Is it 60?
And then the provincial one is 60, and I think the federal one is 65.
Show Michael. Can you bring that up again? Because that is a terrible. Look at the. That's not representative of senior citizens.
Well,
we don't all have canes and gray hair.
Right? And Tim and I are both seniors. Look at how vibrant we are. This early in the morning. So vibrant. Especially when the tape is full nice and tight. Nice tight tape.
Okay, here's a senior citizen. Larry King. Larry King is 85 years old.
Now that's a senior citizen in my mind. I guess as I get older.
And guess what Larry King is doing at the age of 85?
What?
He's divorcing his 7th wife.
Oh my!
Who the heck else are you going to find, Larry? You're 85 years old. They've been married for 20, look at her. They've been married for 22 years. What's her name?
She's
Sean.
never had any work done on her face. Again.
She's like this. How are you, Sean?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sad today.
I'm so sad.
Yeah, Larry and I
so
are getting
happy.
a divorce, and I'm just devastated.
But there's so much more to it than the fact that it's his 7th wife. I mean, as if that's not enough.
22 years they were married, okay? The last time Larry King was in the hospital, he'd had a heart attack. And it was pretty serious, and the doctors were like, you might only have 3 days to live or something. It was, so he got sick again recently. And so Sean showed up, his wife, with some papers from their estate planning lawyers. And said, you need the lawyers told me we need to get our documents in order, Larry, so here you go. And apparently these documents that she presented to him would have shuffled around some property stuff, and it would have the rights to property that they own, which would have negatively impacted their 2 adult sons. Bit of a gold digger. So anyway, the sons, who are 19 and 20, named Cannon and Chance, anyway, they said to Dad, Larry, get rid of Mom.
They told him to get rid of their own mother.
Divorce her, end it. So
she was trying to rip off her own sons. I thought they were from a previous marriage.
No, they were from them.
Oh my word. You know
Can you
what?
imagine?
He's 85. He's not stupid.
So, well,
7 times.
so 8 divorces. He married one twice.
Okay, this isn't working for you,
They're the
Larry.
sons. Look at the sons. Oh, the one on the right is cute.
You know what though, Larry? Apparently marriage isn't for you. So I would just kind of,
So this relationship has been a disaster. In 2010, they both were going to file for divorce, and it was a race to see who would get their papers filed first.
No way.
He beat her. His lawyers beat her to the courthouse, but they reconciled.
gosh.
Then in 2016, she was accused of infidelity, and so they almost broke up then too. Well, who can you trust?
Gave her a facelift, and she was happy for a couple more years, and then it was all good. She was like, "Okay, Larry, I'll stay with you now."
Being 85 years old and
I'll
getting a
stay with you
divorce.
now, Larry.
I'll stay with you now, Larry.
Larry, I'm good. I just look great. Thanks so much, Larry.
Oh my goodness. So it's World Senior Citizens Day. And on the show today, we have our friends from the Alzheimer's Society. There's a little bit of a link there because dementia doesn't just happen to seniors, but it's more common in seniors. But September is World Alzheimer's Month.
Yes.
So we have our friends Bia Fioramonte and Terry Caparosi here because it's coffee break coming up, and we want you to help out.
2 of our faves.
And 2 of our other faves are Abby and Josh, talking trash with Abby and Josh from Clean North. It's going to be a fun show. Plus, Luann has the news, so please stay with us on this fabulous Wellness Wednesday here on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Hey Mel, did you know in Queensgate, Australia, it's illegal to own a pet rabbit unless you can prove you're a magician?
Really? Did you know that if you're at the McMeekin Arena, you're only 9 minutes and 54 seconds away from Maitland Fort Lincoln?
It's closer than you think.
take. Stopping and nothing, I'm up in your face. Shaking it off, no matter the cost. I'm feeling the wind, I'm taking it all. I'm paving the way with the sweat and the blood. I'm at the top, I'm rising above. I want the gold, give me the rush. Queen Midas, I got the touch. I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing. 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 I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing.
It's been a year already. You guys, actually, you have always been wonderful guests on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Thanks for coming back again. Terry Caparosi and Bia Fioramonte, one of my favorite names to say because it cools the palate. How are you guys?
Good.
You must be getting busy.
Yes, with coffee break around the corner, it is so
Gearing
busy.
up. Is it World Alzheimer's Month? Is that what September is, or was it?
World Alzheimer's Day,
Oh.
and then coffee break is in the month of September as well.
Okay. So, no, look, it says September is World Alzheimer's Month.
Oh,
I'm on top of it. Yay, good me. And I have my mug. You brought me this last year. We use them all the time, our Alzheimer's mugs, because it is coffee break. What is coffee break? Remind people who don't know.
Coffee Break is one of our largest fundraisers, going into its 24th year, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yes, and traditionally it's the third Thursday in September, so this year it's on the 19th. But basically we've opened it up over the years. You can do it whenever you like, whatever it's convenient to the location.
Wait a minute. Do you mean that it doesn't officially start until September? Is it just, okay. So coffee break is like one day, but if you want to, you can do it as long as you want.
Right. Yes, or pick a day that's convenient to you. If your location is busier at the end of the month or on a Friday, you can certainly, we're totally flexible. We've opened up the date.
Okay, because we only have, I don't know how, I don't even know how many of us work here, 20? So we don't, if I just ran it for one day here, we wouldn't make a lot, but you're going to let me, I'm going to have my kit and I'm going to be set up so I can run it for the whole month of September. So when my guests come in, I can say, put your toonie or your $5 or your loonie, whatever, in my little box, right?
Yes.
Help yourself to a coffee because you provide coffee.
We do. There's actually a kit.
What do you get in your kit? Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, one of the things that some of the locations will get is the coffee break banner.
Let's just hold this right in front of Terry's face. Hi, Terry.
Looking good today, Terry.
So you get that. I put that on my table.
Yes.
Because it catches all the crumbs from the goodies that we bring in over the month.
Some people use it as a tablecloth. Some people put it out as a sign. And then we have all of the information. And then there's a charitable tax donation form. Should someone make a larger donation?
Is it $20 or more?
$20 or more.
You get a tax receipt for $20 or more. And all they have to do is fill that out. And when I hand it in, you guys will issue the tax receipt.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we do have posters. And then
Posters? What kind of posters? Oh, just to put up around the office and stuff.
Yes, just, you can advertise your event.
Right.
We have the collection envelope.
So you put your money in there.
Yes,
Keep
we
it in
sure
a safe
do.
place.
And then we
This
have...
is the box.
This is the coin box.
So now this is what you do. You see, if you have any kind of a business, you just get this little box, and I'm going to be doing this here at ONNtv, and I'll have it right here on my desk, and I'll ask for people to put. Can I get a second box?
You sure can.
Because I'd like to have one here on the desk and one in the room on my table like that.
We'll make sure you get one.
Thank you.
There's stickers and some tent cards, and also information on our services.
We'll talk to Terry about the services after we get through going through our kit.
And some of the grocery stores in town are selling the forget-me-not decals.
So when you go through the checkout, they'll say, "Did you want $2?" They scan it. $2 goes to the Alzheimer's Society.
They have the barcode on the back. And Pino's has actually started selling them already.
Pino's has?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben Pino and staff. So, anybody can do this?
Anybody can do it anywhere where they enjoy coffee. There's some places that do even unique things. We've had Proust Motors that years ago used to do a car show for us.
Yeah.
We've had pie auctions. We've had bake sales.
Oh, you can get creative.
Oh, yes. Anything for Alzheimer's, which basically leads me
bridge clubs.
Yes.
You know, or any kind of a social club, just have a coffee break.
We have people that do home parties, actually. People that entertain a lot at their home.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
To have a dinner party or something, yeah, that's a great idea. Out of your home, just have a little. And anybody can get a kit then?
Yes, all they need to do is give me a call at the office.
Yeah.
And we'll send a kit out to them that has
Will you
these
bring
supplies.
it to them? I don't have to go get it?
We have volunteers. We have 21 volunteers that actually deliver throughout Sault Ste. Marie Algoma District.
On.
Yes, very
Those
dedicated.
Volunteers are amazing. Terry, how much did you raise last year? Do you know?
Last year we raised over 65,000.
From coffee break alone?
Yes.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah.
Yay, Sault Ste. Marie.
Yes.
Or is that all of Algoma? Is that just
Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma.
And Algoma. Thank you.
But amazing, a very generous community.
Yes. Where does that money go then, Terry?
So the money stays locally here to support all of our programs and
Coffee
services.
break stays all local.
All local here, yes. And it's pretty amazing. Sault Ste. Marie is a generous community. We've been very, very fortunate over the years to have really great benefactors that support the services that we provide here. We provide our services at no charge to a family member or person living with dementia. And all of that money goes to support the growing needs here in our community. We have over 2,900 people with a diagnosis. And you can probably say double that for people who haven't been diagnosed or living with memory issues. And one of the things that we try to do is ensure that we're providing an adequate level of supports and services to person living with dementia and their family.
And their family. As I am a family member my mother had dementia, you guys were amazing. I talk often about when my sisters and I went for your information sessions. I found them invaluable. My sister Michaela continued, and I think Marilyn might have as well gone to the support groups. Michaela in Toronto went to support groups. It's not just the information that you get, it's also just the conversations you get to have with people with lived experience, other families who've gone through it. I always say that it doesn't make the disease any less scary, but at least it sort of takes the shadows away, you know. It's like it brings it out into the open and you know what you're dealing with.
I always say education is power. The more you know about the disease and what's coming down the road, the more you are apt to prepare yourself for it.
Right,
You know, you just feel a little bit more in control of what's happening.
Now, on the other hand, though, there's the expression when you've met one person with dementia, you've met one person with dementia.
That's true. Very true.
Everybody's situation is different.
Exactly.
It is.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Right.
And just having other caregivers to talk to, you know, it's your own little support system.
And so now, financially speaking, funding-wise, tell me the breakdown of what it is you guys, because you're not funded for everything.
That's right.
Tell me about that.
So we have to raise 45% of our operating budget
That much?
To support the programs and services that we offer here locally. So we're funded by the Ministry of Health, 55%.
55.
But we have to raise a significant amount of money in our community here. And again, our community has been very generous at supporting the work that we do.
But this is a really social way to do it too, with the coffee break.
It is. It definitely is. And it's such a fun event when we actually go on a tour on coffee break morning.
Oh, on the 19th?
Yes, and we visit host sites that are hosting.
It's so fun.
And it's so rewarding to go into these places to see what they're doing and just go in and shake their hand and say thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
doing this.
Right.
And then they realize that it's really super local.
And what's this?
That is the Golden Coffee Cup Award.
How do you get that?
Well, you have to raise the most funds in 13 different categories.
Oh, there's 13 different ways to win one of these?
Yes, and keeping in mind that no funds from donor dollars has been used to make these trophies, 15, 16 years ago.
Oh.
Pfizer Canada had actually sponsored it.
Okay.
They gave the opportunity to all chapters in Ontario to make up some sort of an idea to raise awareness as well as reward coffee break host sites. So that's kind of the Stanley Cup of coffee break. And yes, so if you raise the most funds in your particular category, you win this trophy. You get to keep it at your location for a year, and then we put a new plaque on it. And
what would my category be for Sue Online / ONNtv? So Superior Media. What's my category?
that would be retail commercial.
Okay. Oh boy, that sounds like a tough category. I better really. People, if you're coming on the show, I'm warning you right now. For the month of September, bring your money. I'm going to be hitting you up. I'm going to start sending emails out.
We do one of these in our office too. So we're going to be doing ours on the 19th of September. And a shout out to our staff. Last year we won the trophy. We
Did
raised
you
the
guys?
most
Yeah.
in our
You have a
category.
huge staff.
No,
We
we
have,
don't.
yeah, we
We
have
have a lot of
16.
volunteers, though, generous
Yes, we
volunteers.
do. And it's nice to see everybody come into the office and have that time to socialize with them.
Now, I did say that it is World Senior Citizens Day, but dementia is not a senior's disease, correct?
That's correct. Yes, you know we've heard that a dementia-related disease could show up in people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Right.
It could be present up to 20, 30 years before it
Wow.
gets diagnosed.
So what would you say is the first place someone should do if they think that there's an issue with their cognitive abilities? Would you contact the Alzheimer's Society and find out where to go next?
That's true.
Yes.
And how do we contact you folks?
Call us at 942-2195, or you can come into our office at 341 Trunk Road, right on the corner of Trunk and Cap, across from Superior Dodge Chrysler.
There you go. And do you have a Facebook page?
We do have a Facebook
Actually, we
page.
do
yes.
now. Yay!
What is it?
Yes.
It says Alzheimer's Society Sault Ste. Marie?
If you search Alzheimer's Society Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma District, then our Facebook page would come up.
Lovely. We
Yes.
gotta go. Luann's waiting to get back on TV again. She wants so much airtime, that Luann. Terry, always a pleasure.
Nice to see you, Tim.
Dia?
Nice to.
Yeah,
I got a cold.
Dia has a bit of a bug, so your husband gave it to you, right?
Yes.
Son of a gun. All right. Put him in the garage. All right. So, coffee break. Get a hold of Bia or Terry or any of the gang at the Alzheimer's Society and set yourself up and raise some money for an amazing, amazing society that helps out so many people, both caregivers and people who are living with dementia. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
We'll
Jim.
be right back after this.
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game and try wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
With over 45 years of experience, All Ontario Well Drilling offers hydrofracking and all well drilling services. Call 705-575-8088 or 705-257-9495.
Who's home? Dad's home. And what's he got? Mouth-watering Little Caesars. Download Fido. Dinner? Consider it served. Little Caesars Ultimate Supreme Box Set. A 5-topping deep dish pizza with delicious Italian cheese bread. And I got it for $12. It's Little Caesars and a whole lot of tasty. Hot and ready.
And because the Alzheimer's Association always has so much going on, they didn't have time to talk to you about the World Alzheimer's Day, which is September 21st. They're going to give you a free admission to a movie called What They Had, and it's going to be shown at the Grand Theater on Queen Street.
Yeah.
And if you wear blue in support of Alzheimer's disease, they would certainly appreciate that. And it's free. And then you get free pizza.
Really?
I know, a free movie and free pizza.
Oh, and bring a donation.
Yes, please do. Absolutely.
Now, here's another great thing going on in Sault Ste. Marie. Pauline's Place. Now, for those of you who don't know, Pauline's Place, established in 2004, it's evolved to a 19-bed facility providing emergency shelter to youth, women, and families who are experiencing homelessness. At Pauline's Place, they strive to eliminate poverty in our community, providing food and other basic supplies. They're doing a fundraiser, and they're providing food for you. It's called Bring Me the Breakfast. It's the Bring Me the Breakfast fundraiser. It starts today. Ooh. You can call the number on the screen, 759 4663 to order, and they'd have a different breakfast every day, today, tomorrow, and Friday.
Awesome idea.
They will deliver it for free. Within a 15-minute radius of Pauline's Place, which is pretty much anywhere in the city, really.
They're on Queen, right?
Yeah, they're Queen, right around Woodward, I think. Anyway, today's breakfast is pancakes with a small fruit bowl plus coffee, tea, juice. Tomorrow, eggs with choice of bacon or sausage, bread and toast, coffee, tea, juice. Friday, a muffin with hash brown, egg, bread, toast, coffee, tea, juice. All proceeds raised will go towards supporting Pauline's Place shelter and homelessness in our community.
I expect you to buy me breakfast tomorrow.
You know what? Deals.
Scrambled eggs.
Is that
sausage
tomorrow?
Links, yes.
Yes, you get eggs.
Choice of bacon,
tomorrow,
sausage.
Eggs.
Okay.
3 eggs.
3 eggs, so I'd like scrambled eggs, sausage, and brown toast.
Done.
Done.
I'll be calling Pauline's Place tomorrow morning to I might call them today and place the order so they're ready for us.
Wow, so many good things going on in Sault Ste. Marie, as always. Drake has exposed this kid. Unbelievable.
What?
So this kid on Instagram posts how he, sort of wanted Drake to make his fiancée stay and come and sing a couple of songs at their wedding. I'm sure Drake never gets asked for that. It got 1 million responses and 100,000 follows. So there were a ton of. It ends up though that Drake was following through with it, and it was a 16-year-old. He said, "I was just
joking around.
I'm just joking." Yeah, so
I have no patience for teenagers like that.
No, you know what? If you have that kind of time, honey, get a job.
Hey, maybe Drake would come and sing for us.
Yes.
Do we have no, we already passed our year mark. Oh, I guess our next big annual mark would be the 2-year mark of our show.
Yes.
Oh, next May. Drake, will you come and sing for Luann next May?
Yes.
By that time, I will have interviewed 1,000 people.
Yes, at least 1,000 people.
Wow, that's crazy. Hey, but 2 of my favorite interviews are coming up after the news. But first of all, Luann has the news. So please stay with us on Mornings with Luann and Tim. We'll be right back after this.
Housed in a 15,000 square foot custom manufacturing facility built to produce world-class cabinetry at surprisingly affordable prices, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry brings your project from initial concept to final design. proudly providing northern Michigan and the Algoma region with quality hand-built cabinetry for the past 20 years. Located at 844 East 3 Mile Road, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry, making your cabinetry dreams come true.
Algoma Public Health has issued a swimming advisory for Pointe de Chêne. Water samples are taken from Pointe de Chêne every week. Test results of samples taken on Monday contained high levels of bacteria. It's unsafe to swim at beaches with increased levels of bacteria. When sample results return to safe levels, the advisory, of course, will be removed. Weather may affect water quality. Water may contain high levels of bacteria for up to 48 hours following heavy rainfall, high winds, or increased number of birds. Swimming advisories do not close the beach or stop people from swimming, but they do let swimmers know about the water conditions the day the sample was taken. Swimming in water with high levels of bacteria can cause skin, eye, nose, and throat infections, as well as stomach illness if water is swallowed. There have been more than 70 drowning deaths across the Great Lakes this year. Cold water temperatures, rip currents, and boating without a life jacket are direct contributing factors to those deaths. U.S. Coast Guard stats show that drowning was the reported cause of death in 3/4 or 76% of recreational boating fatalities in 2017, and that 84.5% of those who drowned were not wearing life jackets. Water levels remain at a record high across the Great Lakes, which can cause rip currents and also submerged structures that are normally visible. Boaters and swimmers are being urged to be extra vigilant while out on the water. A Montreal man is facing a sexual assault charge after an alleged incident in Northern Ontario. Provincial police say the incident took place when a local resident heard a knock at her door in Mattawa. They allege a man held up a card to the glass indicating that he was deaf, mute, and trying to sell flashlights to raise money for his family. They allege the woman was sexually assaulted when she opened the door. Police say they've arrested a 62-year-old man in that case. He's due to appear in court in North Bay next month.
Now, as I mentioned, Jill and I have learned 5 times over, a newborn requires around-the-clock attention and a whole lot of love and a whole lot of sacrifices.
Conservative leader Andrew Scheer is promising to provide a tax credit for new parents receiving federal benefits. Scheer says this federal tax benefit will give new parents $4,000 while they take time off work. He says he plans to introduce this bill if he's elected in the upcoming federal election.
That is why I am so proud today to announce that as Prime Minister, I will make EI maternity leave benefits tax-free. When a new mom goes on mat leave, often they're already giving up to 45% of their salary. And then the government comes along at the end of that and taxes some of it back. So the government shouldn't tax parents for the time they take to care for and bond with their new child when they're already making such a huge sacrifice. So a new Conservative government will provide a non-refundable tax credit of 15% for any income earned under the EI maternity and parental benefit programs.
U.S. President Donald Trump says Jewish people who vote Democratic show either a lack of knowledge or great disloyalty. Trump commented amid his ongoing feud with two Democratic congresswomen who were blocked by Israel from entering that country.
I don't blame Israel for doing what they did. I have nothing to do with it, but I don't blame them for doing what they did. I think it would have been very bad to let them in, including the four. I'm talking about all four, but these two that wanted to get in, Omar and Tlaib. And I think it would be a very bad thing for Israel, but Israel has to do what they want to do. But I would not cut off aid to Israel. And I can't even believe that we're having this conversation. 5 years ago, the concept of even talking about this, even 3 years ago, of cutting off aid to Israel because of two people that hate Israel and hate Jewish people. I can't believe we're even having this conversation. Where has the Democratic Party gone? Where have they gone where they're defending these two people over the state of Israel? And I think any Jewish people that vote for a Democrat, I think it shows either a total lack of knowledge or great disloyalty.
Who's home? Dad's home. And what's he got? Mouth-watering Little Caesars. Download Fido. Dinner? Consider it served. Little Caesars Ultimate Supreme Box Set. A 5-topping deep dish pizza with delicious Italian cheese bread. And I got it for $12. It's Little Caesars and a whole lot of tasty. Hot and ready.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatzoo.ca.
As a nation, Canada has participated in all of the major world conflicts. In the Sioux area alone, over 10,000 men and women have enlisted in the Canadian Armed Forces. The Veterans Commemorative Monument aims to cement the legacy of the Canadian Armed Forces in stone. It will highlight the bravery, strength, courage, and sacrifice of our servicemen and women. In times of need, they volunteered to serve us. Now it is our time to thank and recognize their sacrifice. You can help honor our men and women of service by donating today. To help construct this special, one-of-a-kind monument, visit thosewhoserve.ca to find out how to donate and more.
Melly, did you know that the Bush Plain Heritage Center is celebrating 30 years this year?
Wow, great for them. Did you know that if you're at the Bush Plain Museum, that you're only 12 minutes and 7 seconds away from Maitland Ford Lincoln?
Really? Maitland Ford? It's closer than you think.
I was so disappointed to see on Twitter that Donald Trump can't buy Greenland.
What?
I know.
Oh, way to ruin my day.
I know. Turns out the Prime Minister told him very, very bluntly, publicly, you're a joke and it's not for sale. And so he was supposed to go there in 2 weeks for a meeting, not to meet the Prime Minister, and that was never on the agenda, the sale of Greenland. He wasn't going there about the sale of Greenland. He had it on his agenda to go to Greenland. He's canceled the visit now because his feelings are hurt because she won't sell him Greenland, and she called him out publicly on his ridiculousness. He never stops.
Oh,
honestly, I just happened to see, I glanced down and I saw the name Alyssa Milano on your sheet. Now, she really cannot stand President Trump.
At all.
No, I mean, and she's a huge supporter of the Me Too and also what's going on at the border and women's rights, reproductive rights, right?
Yes, absolutely. And bravely enough, she went public yesterday with the fact that when she was 20 years old, she had 2 abortions.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, apparently she said that she was taking the pill, but for some reason, something else that she was doing was diminishing its effect.
Its effectiveness.
So she had the abortion, talked about how traumatic it was, and then 6 months later found out she was pregnant again.
Oh my gosh.
And so that's a hard thing when you're 20 years old. And she talked about how
no matter how old you are,
absolutely.
You have to, you know.
Yeah, and she said, I just kept thinking my whole life's ahead of me. I'm 20 years old. So she talks about making that decision and the difficulty of it and how important support for that is in her mind. And she's married now and has 2 healthy, lovely young kids. So yeah, speaking of Trump and his stance and her stance, totally opposite.
Totally opposite. Yeah. Reproductive rights belong to the woman, not to the country.
I think.
I agree. Robert De Niro. Now, I saw a headline that's saying Robert De Niro had an assistant who was fired because she binge watched 55 episodes of Friends over a 4-day period in March.
While working for him?
While working for him. But that, and I thought, okay, well, I could see you could, but why would you sue her for $6 million? There's way more to the story. Her name is Chase Robinson. She was hired as his personal assistant, was promoted to Vice President of Production and Finance. She not only binge watched 55 episodes of Friends and 20 episodes of Arrested Development and 10 episodes of Schitt's Creek in 4 days, she also embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars on the company credit card, used De Niro's frequent flyer miles, $12,696 at Paola's restaurant over 2 years, $8,923 at Dean & DeLuca and Whole Foods, $32,000 in Uber and taxi rides, iPhones, luxury handbag, and a dog sitter. And I'll bet she doesn't even own a dog.
Oh my word.
weird.
So
Robert
he's
De Niro too. You know he's no stoop.
But why
He's
would
gonna
you
come
not?
after
How could you not catch that while it was happening sooner? I guess
Right,
she just had ultimate
yeah.
control, and then finally she got
Yeah.
$6 million he's suing her for.
Holy moly! Watching TV and spending some money.
Another one who doesn't like Trump, De Niro.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Hey, now let's talk about the environment because it's Wellness Wednesday. Environmental health coming up with Abby and Josh for Tack and Trash. Be right back after this.
I mean, oh my gosh, what a shame, but.
Melly, did you know that the Bush Plain Heritage Center is celebrating 30 years this year?
Wow, great for them. Did you know that if you're at the Bush Plain Museum, that you're only 12 minutes and 7 seconds away from Maitland Ford Lincoln?
Really? Maitland Ford, it's closer than you think.
I'm doing whatever it takes, stopping and nothing, I'm up in your face, shaking it off, no matter the cost, I'm feeling the wind, I'm taking it all, I'm paving the way with the sweat and the blood, I'm at the top, I'm rising above, I want the gold, give me the rush, Queen Midas, I got the touch. I'm pushing, 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 I'm pushing.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
And the fun continues on Wellness Wednesday. We're talking about environmental wellness, and who better to ask than our volunteers from Clean North, Abby, Openchain, and Josh.
Fill in.
That's right. I can't trick you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so I get kind of worked up whenever you guys come on because you reveal things to me that I didn't know.
Yay! That's awesome.
That makes me want to make change. I want to affect change.
That's what we're here for, is to get people to change.
Okay, wait till you find out what I've been doing wrong all this time.
Okay.
Abby, start, go.
Here's what people are doing wrong. They are recycling wrong. And we're here to try and help educate people so that they don't recycle wrong. And according to the city recycling folks, plastics are the biggest issue because people don't know. They don't know. I brought props.
Oh, Abby's got props.
Here's the polka dot bag. The only thing you can recycle in the way of plastics are bottles marked 1 and 2. So it says on the bottom 1 or 2 bottles. And you have to take the lid off because the lid is not recyclable.
Is that the craziest thing you've ever heard, people? I did not know this was a fact.
No margarine tubs, no yogurt containers, and not only that.
Like my sour cream containers, Abby?
Nope. They must be clean. So if you decide, okay, I really don't like the smell of this dish detergent, so I'm going to just toss it in the recycling bin. Nope. You have to take the cap off.
That cap is not recyclable.
Nope. And you have to clean it. You cannot just dump it in like this.
Because you will pollute or whatever.
Pollute is a good word. You will pollute the recycling load, and the whole batch could be ruined. So if you have, for example, we have another one.
It's devastating to me, like that thing. Okay, yes, that. What's that?
That's a peanut butter jar. So once again, lid off.
Recyclable.
be clean. If you throw, it's better to throw away if you don't feel like, I can't deal with cleaning a peanut butter jar.
That's hard.
It is.
How do you clean your peanut butter?
I put them to the dishwasher.
To the dishwasher. Okay. Well, that works.
You might as well throw it away because the alternative is that you end up spoiling
ruining a whole batch of recyclable plastics.
Right.
Can I, and now explain to the audience, because I've always been up on my high horse saying, well, when are we going to be able to recycle 5s and 6s here in Sault Ste. Marie, like the margarine tubs and those things and the sour cream containers that I now have stacked up to here because you can't recycle them. Actually, that's not true.
That's not true.
I did not know you couldn't recycle them.
Recycled.
I have been doing it, and now I have to stop.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say, now what we have to find new uses for those things.
Exactly. So, for example, I am saving those big, large yogurt containers and using them. I'm an avid gardener to plant things in.
Right.
So to plant things.
Also, why bother buying Tupperware or those things when you've got all these plastics? Put your stuff in there. Freeze your tomato sauces, spaghetti sauces in those things.
Right.
Why not?
Why not?
Because you can't. And I said to Abby, when are we going to get 5 and 6 recycling in Sault Ste. Marie? Tell them why it's not happening.
Because there's just not a market for it here, so it has to go to Southern Ontario, and it's too expensive to ship those plastics to Southern Ontario.
Because it's municipal.
Right. And so what we need to do is encourage businesses to come here that might make use of those plastics.
So that we can use them.
Look for alternatives to plastic. We are so addicted to plastic and we need to get away from it. So figure out alternatives to plastic. For example, don't buy margarine, buy butter.
Oh.
Buy butter that comes in cardboard instead of paper.
I buy butter. It comes in foil, but that's not recyclable unless that butter foil. I need to wrap my butter in paper.
There's butter that comes in paper.
There is?
Yeah.
Okay, and so you see, if the butter that comes in paper is a little more expensive, just think about what you're doing for the planet. It's a good thing. Spend the extra money. Yeah. Silly.
So we're going to segue to paper.
Oh, that's Josh's category.
Before Josh gets started, I'm just going to note that this is a problem.
Okay.
You see, it's got food on it.
Can you get that there? That's your camera.
Yeah.
Okay, that you cannot. I know this.
No, don't recycle that.
So Josh, what do I do with my dirty pizza box?
You compost it.
I do not.
Yeah.
For my gardens?
Yeah, for your gardens. I mean, all you gotta do is dig a small hole in your backyard or whatever. Just have a specific spot for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Dig a hole, put all your paper, all your napkins, all your paper
dirty
towels,
napkins and stuff?
Dirty napkins.
I'm a huge paper towel person.
Take them home from the fast food restaurants. Don't waste anything.
Yeah.
Bring it home, dig a small hole, put it in there, and I can guarantee you that it'll be gone.
How long?
I'm gonna say week and a half, maybe a little bit less.
Do I have to water it and stuff, or just do I bury it?
If you break it down,
tear it up.
If you tear it up, throw it in, it'll decompose.
Do I fill the hole in, or do I leave it? What do I do?
Oh yeah, you can.
I cover it up.
Cover it up, and it'll decompose faster. Not saying it won't decompose if you don't.
And also, you don't want people to step into
on my hole of paper.
Yeah.
Okay, so also coming up this weekend, talking about
mulch,
gardening and composting.
Yeah.
You have mulch. You guys, you know all the Christmas trees and stuff? They shred them all. What do you call that?
Wood chipper?
Yeah, you do that.
Wood chipper.
And you make mulch, which is great for sidewalks, trim gardens.
It looks great.
It looks great. It also holds the moisture in for your gardens.
Yeah. Smells wonderful.
Smells fabulous.
Yeah. Smells like Christmas trees.
And it's by donation, so you can go to Lemieux.
Yes, Lemieux Composting on Black Road.
Black Road.
It's free by donation. Bring your trailer, bring some bins.
Mm-hmm.
We have cheerful volunteers. Are you going to be there, Josh?
9 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. On Saturday?
Yeah. Can you do it?
I'm working.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm going to come by this time. I didn't come last year, but this year I do need all new mulch. My gardens all need mulch this year.
He has the day off.
I start my holidays on Fridays, so I'm going to go on Saturday. But also, there's more than mulch. There's that stuff.
That stuff? Coir. Yeah.
Coir. Tell me again about coir.
Coir is it's made of coconut husks, and they grind it up and they put it together in a big block.
Yeah.
Then it's 5 times. Once you put water in it, it grows 5 times its size. So it's like super cool when you just put it into a little garbage bin there, and you put some water in it. It goes poof.
And then you use it for planting.
Yep.
And because it's lighter and it holds moisture, it's great for plants.
It's an alternative to peat moss.
Considering the dry we've had so far.
The coir bricks, are those also by donation, or do you have to buy those?
No, you have to buy those.
You sell those. Is that a fundraiser for you guys, or? Do you make anything on that?
Yeah, it goes to Clean North.
Yes,
It goes
So a
to
little
the
bit
money
of
goes to Clean
Probably
North.
not a lot, but anyway, support
It's,
Clean North. Get the Koya. If you're
We
a
will
gardener,
also have tree seedlings for sale as well.
You have what?
We will have tree seedlings for sale
Little
as
baby
well.
trees?
Yes.
Clean North, you guys. Okay, so what have we learned from this? Wash your plastics.
Wash your plastics, remove the lids, only
Check the
1 and
numbers,
2
only ones and
bottles.
twos. I have to go home now. Today,
And only
ones
bottles.
and
What? Only 1 and 2 bottles. No 5s, nothing
no
else.
5s or 6s. Fine. Other uses for
And
those.
please consider trying alternatives to plastic, including making your own laundry detergent.
Now, there you go. Abby that makes her own laundry detergent.
I do.
She has a blog where she teaches us how.
That's the Clean North blog. There's a post about it.
And it's really simple.
Oh, it is really simple.
You use what?
Washing soda, borax, and
You
grated soap.
A grated soap in. And use a soap that is good for the environment
Yes,
too.
and is wrapped in paper, not plastic.
And wrapped in paper, not plastic.
So there's no plastic
Which you can probably
involved.
get somewhere like at Mill Market
And
or
you
something.
save
or
money.
Maybe even like what's that place I love on Brock Street that sells all good enough stuff?
I think I know what he's talking about.
You know, go to a good health food store and get your soaps and
Country
stuff.
Way.
There you go. They
Yes,
sell all really
Mill
good
Market
stuff.
or Country Way, you can get handmade soaps.
Yes, there you go. See, yeah. And even there's like, yeah. Okay, so what's the other thing? Okay, you're coming. When are you going to come back on the show? Next month?
We would
Next
love to
month,
come
yeah.
back, and we'd love to come talk about tree planting next month.
Yay! Thank you, Abby and Josh.
You're very welcome.
Talking trash with
Always
Abby
a
and Josh.
pleasure.
Yeah, Clean North. Check it out and be good to the environment on Wellness Wednesday and every day. I have to go home and clean out my
That's it.
recycling
Come
thing now
on.
and start from fresh. Okay, we'll be right back to say goodbye with Luann right after this.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatzoo.ca.
Always such good information from
Abby and Josh.
Talking Trash.
Or what was it? Talking Trash with Abby and Josh, or Trash Talk with Abby and Josh. And KC Security, thank you for sponsoring us and keeping us safe. I'm not singing the jingle.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and we'll see you tomorrow. It's Thursday. Bomb Slide Thursday into Friday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.